Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Ford. We are local. By Safeco Insurance. Do more. And by the Emerald Queen, presenting Moonwalker, the reflection of Michael, a Michael Jackson tribute, August 19th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Hi, everyone. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Coming up in just a little bit, I will make sure you're updated on the rest of the division. We'll also check in on the AL East. After all, that is where the Mariners are headed next, Boston and the Orioles. We'll also look in on the Yankees, and we'll also head to the farm and check in on the Tacoma Rainiers. Right now, we go out to center field. Brad and Bill. Guys, interesting note on today's pitching matchup. No Mariner hitters have ever faced the Twins pitcher, and no Twins hitters have ever faced this Mariners pitcher.
That is interesting. She put us on the spot, Bill, and I thought she was going to have us come up with something interesting. And I was like, I don't know, Ange, what do we got? So that's pretty good. That'll work. All right, Bill, thanks. Let's take a look at the starters. We know it's Erasmo Ramirez, of course, for the Mariners, and on the other side, it's Kyle Gibson, a young righty. Two young righties today going for the Twins. First, let's talk about Erasmo making his third start. A big improvement from 1 to 2.
Yeah, the first start against Boston, nerves and a very good offense. Kind of spelled his doom. He gives up 7 runs in 4 2/3. His last turn against Cleveland, gave up 3 through 5 2/3. Didn't walk as many. He started to kind of get into a nice groove. You know, able to sink the fastball, climb when he wanted to, use his signature changeup. The difference was early breaking balls to kind of keep the pressure off those other 2 pitchers. His control has to get better. That's important. But this guy's shown flashes last year where he could be a mainstay in somebody's rotation. Of course, the Mariners, who we're talking about.
Speaking of mainstays in a rotation, that's what the Twins are hoping with this young Kyle Gibson.
Big guy, 6'6", top draft pick out of the University of Missouri a few years ago. His career has been stalled a little bit by injury. Had Tommy John surgery. Turned the lights out in Rochester, 5-0. He's been up here 4 good turns out of 5. Tall guy, big downhill plane, really good sinker and slider combo.
All right, so we will see which youngster fares better. Again, Erasmo never faced the Twins. Gibson never faced the Mariners. We shall see who has, I guess, a better first impression, first debut. Mariners getting set, the final game of this homestand and the series. Lineups, first pitch is next. Keep it here on Root Sports.
Clouds starting to break up here in Seattle, which is good news for Major League Baseball fans as the Mariners are ready to close out this series and this homestand against the Minnesota Twins here at Safeco Field. Good to have you with us, Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and the Root Sports crew. Back on the air after day off yesterday. Hope you had a chance to watch the game via MLB at Bat 13 and got a chance to listen to Rick Riz and Aaron Goldsmith. Here's Erasmo Ramirez in his 11th career start. He's going to face off against Brian Dozier. Pitch in there for a strike. Dozier, 231, hitter with 9 homers and 37 runs batted in. There's his numbers for the series. 63 degrees. And Ramirez, good start here. He's ahead 0-2. Ramirez working from the third base side of the rubber, crossfiring against the right-handers.
Yeah, crossfiring, trying to catch the outside corner with that last fastball. It's a good fastball at 93 miles an hour. And for him, that's where his troubles lie in his first out. He struggled, probably nervous. There's a good pitch on the outside corner to get his first strikeout.
So he gets Dozier looking. Let's take a look at the rest of the Minnesota batting order.
And following Dozier, it'll be Chris Herman, and then, of course, Morneau. Morneau hitting third. Power numbers down this year, although he has a home run in this series. He'll be the DH today. His 8th home run coming in this series. Domick, Cavallo, then it's Sue Thomas against the Mariners. Hasn't had any success, just 1 for 12. Hopefully that'll be the case again today. Then it's Plouffe, Hicks, and Florimon rounding out the 9 for the Twins.
Mariners coming off a 4-0 loss yesterday. Play and get some offense going today.
Yeah, their starting pitching has been good. They just haven't been able to put any runs on the scoreboard, which has been a complete opposite of what they've done this entire month. They've really swung the bats well, but the last couple of days have been a struggle for them. So hopefully Ramirez can hold this Twins team down early in the game to give the offense a chance to get back on track. 6
runs in the second inning of the series opener. Mariners just a run in 3 of the last 28 innings. 4 runs total. Wow. 3-0 the count. Ramirez, 23-year-old from Rivas, Nicaragua. And this very much back in this count of 3-2. Justin Morneau's on deck. Again, no Joe Mauer. Home after the birth of twin girls a few days ago. High fly ball center field for Ackley. 2 outs.
Hey, look at the T-Mobile defense for the Mariners in the outfield. Some speed in the outfield today. You have Saunders in left, Ackley out in center, Indy Chavez getting the start in right field. And on the infield, Seager at third, Miller and Franklin playing up the middle. Kendrys Morales at first. Justin Smoke, he is getting a day off, so Morales will be at first base. Henry Blanco will do the catching. Last start for Ramirez, it was better than his first one. 5 2/3, 3 earned runs. See a couple of walks in that outing through 101 pitches. Needs to work ahead in the count as much as he can. He gave up a home run against Boston, did the same thing in his last outing against Cleveland.
1-0 to Morneau. Outside umpires Chris Guccione at home plate, Ron Culp at first, Phil Cuzzi at second, and Quinn Wolcott at third. Big at. Morneau hit a screaming line drive home run yesterday in a 4-0 win.
As you look at this Twins lineup, they have 6 batters that will be batting left-handed against Ramirez. That's a really good changeup. I think we'll see a lot of changeups from him. But to get to that pitch again, he'll have to work ahead in some counts.
There's 2-2 here. Fly ball, left field. Michael Saunders fighting the sun. Won't be one of those Sunday afternoons. We've seen it often. Nice start by Erasmo Ramirez. Mariners come to bat. for Brett Miller and the rest of the Mariners. They got a chance to see their skipper, Eric Wedge. He came in before the game, said some good words to him, and got him fired up for today's game and the road trip. Let's take a look at the rest of the Mariner batting order.
Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. As Dave mentioned, Miller will lead off. Then it's Franklin. Kyle Seager moves up. He will hit third. What a month of July he has had, hitting .398 through the month. That leads all Major League Baseball. Then it's Morales, the first baseman today, hitting cleanup. Ibanez will be the DH, hitting fifth. And it's Saunders, Chavez, Ackley, and Blanco rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. Kyle Gibson, tall starter, as we mentioned at the top of the show, 6'5", 6'6". Not overpowering, but has a good sinker slider type pitcher. Try to keep the ball down in the zone against the Mariners.
First pitch to Miller. Now low ball one. Talking to Dan Gladden, there's radio for the Twins. He said that sinker of Gibson will remind you a little bit of Kevin Brown. And drive, base hit. Big turn by Miller.
Well, the Twins get the ball back in quickly. Let's take a look at the rest of the Twins defense this afternoon. Thomas in left. Hicks covers a lot of ground in center field. Ryan Doman is out in right. And on the infield, Trevor Plouffe will be the third baseman. Florimon and Dozier playing up the middle. Colabello getting a start at first base. And Chris Herman will do the catching this afternoon. Numbers this year, 2-2 record, a 5.72 ERA. You can see 10 walks, 15 strikeouts for him.
Nick Franklin, the hitter, looks at ball one. 6th career start for Kyle Gibson. Two and 0. Gibson in the minor leagues this year, 7-3 at AAA Rochester. ERA of 3.01. One of their crown jewels of a highly regarded farm system. 2-0. We're back. Got a 3-0 count. Kyle Seager waits his turn.
We show Kyle having a great month. Would like to finish it strong if he can.
Rio pitch here to Nick. There's a strike. Franklin 0 for 4 yesterday. Tough day. Struck out 3 times. Foul back.
We'll see if Robbie Thompson decides to send Miller in a 3-2 count. And Kyle Gibson throwing that heavy sinker. Tendency is for the guys to hit the ball on the ground. You can send the runner, try to stay out of the double play. You really put the pressure on the hitter to make sure he puts the ball in play. Doesn't get a strikeout. You don't want to strike him out, throw him out situation. So we'll see how Robbie feels about it here in the first inning.
3-2 pitch. Miller runs. And the pitch is fouled back.
And I like it. Get the runner moving. Infielders start moving around a little bit, maybe create some holes, some opportunities early in the game. Mariners have struggled the last couple of days to score some runs, so maybe you can help the hitters out a little bit, getting some guys out of position if you can.
Miller holds, and Franklin takes a call. Strike 3. I'll bring up Kyle Seager. His numbers marvelous the month of July. 398, 33 for 83, 20 runs, 4 doubles, 5 homers, 11 ribbies, 10 multi-hit games in 22 games. And he's ahead of Victor Martinez of the Tigers, who's at 387, and the Dodgers' Hanley Ramirez at 380. The best batting averages in July in the big leagues.
Again, Kyle hitting 259 last year. What an improvement this year has been. Almost hitting 300. And we're almost 2/3 of the way through the season, so he's been consistent now. He's been hot, and you can see his batting average, 295 overall.
Robbie Thompson said, hey, he's swinging it better. Switch he and Raul Ibanez in the order. Raul's cooled off just a little bit. Raul batting in the 5-hole today. 1-0. Kyle Gibson. Mariners trying to get to him here in the first inning. Arizona Fall League Rising Star 2012. Originally selected by the Phillies, 36th round of the 06 draft. Was out of high school. Went on to the University of Missouri. As they say, in those environs, which will be in September at Missouri.
Well, the last pitch, good pitch for Kyle to handle. Talked about the sinker. You get ahead in the count and make him elevate the fastball. It'll flatten out a little bit easier for you. Be such a heavy pitch, a heavy sinker. You mentioned Kevin Brown, he was compared to. That was a heavy sinker, and it looks the same as you watch Gibson. So if you can get him up in the zone, that'd be a good pitch to get a hack at. And Miller scrambles back.
Brown's sinker, if you happen to hit it, take the bat out of your hand, wouldn't it?
Yes, you could definitely feel it. And some guys are just like that. Kevin Brown, one of them. Just get tremendous rotation. The amount of sink on it just feels heavy when you hit it. And you can try to hit it in the air, but it's just difficult to do. With the pitcher, if you can make him get the ball up, you can have a chance for some success. And one of the advantages that Kyle has is he can hit the ball over the field. So even though it has some good run to it, he can hit the ball hard into left field or back up the middle.
The Ackley boy is spelling out Seager's first name. If he gets below the knees, I'm told, if you can get him up above the knees to the thigh, the belt area, you got a chance. Runner goes, swung on and bounced down to the first baseman, Colabello. Out number 2. How'd you swing it against Kevin Brown? Did you face him?
I tried to take that day off if I could. Didn't want him running that thing in on my hands. He had a pretty good slider, too. I saw him a little bit when he was with the Rangers. And he didn't have that super sinker quite then. He threw harder.
93-4.
Yeah, and then but then all of a sudden when he started to really sink it, I didn't see much of him after that.
There's Kendrys Morales. He's at first base today. Justin Smoke getting a day off. Bouncing ball to the shortstop Foreman. And that'll do it for the Mariners. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 man left. Second inning coming up. Brightening day. Big crowd here at Safeco Field. on behalf of Major League Baseball and the Seattle Mariners, we salute all of Cooperstown, New York on its Hall of Fame weekend and offer congratulations to this year's award winners, to the 2013 National Baseball Hall of Fame inductees and their families. A few years ago, great Dave Niehaus went into the Hall of Fame. That was a wonderful day. We were in Toronto. Rick Riz, Kevin Cremin went up to ceremonies, and Dave gave a knockout speech. Just hit it
Heard
right
a little bit
out
of it
the
again
ballpark.
today. Yeah, he did.
That was outstanding. Here's a drive to right field. Ryan Doumit up against the fence. Indy had it. Now he finds it. And a throw in the second, not in time.
You know, Ron Gardenhire is going to come out and talk about this one. Looked like Indy had it. I thought from where we're at, it hit off the top of the fence. Take a look at Andy Chavez in our McDonald's Supermo and him going up high. He has a piece of it in his glove and can't hold on to it as he crashes into the wall. Now we'll see what happens to the ball. And the umpires have it right. That'll be a double. They may take a look at it, but I don't think there's going to be a change.
Indy made a spectacular catch with the Mets in the playoffs years ago in left field, taking a home run away. I believe it was Yadier Molina. And he tried to do, it was almost the same type of play. He got back in great shape. Just here, you can see he's really down on himself. A double for Doumit.
Well, all outfielders, especially good ones, and Indy is that. They feel they should catch everything that stays in the ballpark, and you get a chance to make a spectacular catch like that. You want to come up with it, but it'll be a double.
Umpire crew is going to go in and take a look at it. We'll be right back. Well, the umpiring crew checked the replay and showed it was indeed a double. Now, here's Chris Colabello, first baseman. His first major league home run a couple of nights ago. Hits this one well to center field, backing up Ackley on the track. He's looking, and it's gone. Chris Colabello, second home run. In his major league career, he's got a 2-0 lead for Minnesota. So Ramirez giving up the big fly ball right there. Third home run he's given up this season.
Well, we talked about he's given up a home run in each of his starts, including this one now by the drive by Colabello. Hits it right over the 401 mark, dead center field. So his second home run of the series. Costly for Ramirez. Still nobody out here in the second inning.
Brings up left fielder Clete Thomas. It's a good poke. They hit it straight away over the 401. Back to strike, 1-1. Mariners have done a good job handling Clete Thomas in this series. That one gets outside, 2-1. Mariners looking for their 50th win of the season. Last year, 2012, they got number 50 on August 1st. Tomorrow morning, Mariners head east, take on the Boston Red Sox. This one popped up again, taking a look as Blanco might come back to him. Oh, he just missed it.
Well, Henry knows the veteran that this ball will come back. It looked like it was going to be in the stands, and he reaches over the rail. As Dave mentioned, just missed it. Gets over there in good shape.
Two pitch off the end of the bat. So the Mariners go to Boston for 3 night games, and then to Baltimore for 2 night games and a day game. Then right back here a week tomorrow against Toronto, and Milwaukee will be in for 3. Domit double and a Colabello 2-run homer has Minnesota on top early on here.
I was wondering when he was going to try to go back inside, all those pitches away that Thomas continues to foul off. A couple of them were even off the plate away, so leaning out there a little bit, straighten them up. This will be the 10th pitch of this at bat.
Hit hard. Easy play for Morales. 1 out. Speaking of the Mariners' upcoming schedule, take a look at the calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Looking forward to going to Boston. Hopefully David Ortiz will take it easy on the phones in the dugout. And then we'll go to Baltimore, where they are playing some really good ball in the American League East, starting today 4.5 back. Boston a half game back behind Tampa Bay, which is locked up with the Yankees 5-5 right now, bottom 9. That's in New York. It's Trevor Plouffe. Tell you what, I've seen some phones take a beating, but not like what Big Papi put on that bad boy in Baltimore yesterday. He was really angry at the home plate umpire.
He was, and he took it out on the phones, which was a bit surprising. I don't think I've ever seen him. He's usually happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and he was upset with the home plate umpire going to work on the phone in the dugout. Pieces of it flying over Pedroia's head. He had to cover up.
Tight.
I was thinking about it when I was seeing that. I guess it is that time of the year, isn't it?
Dog days, baby.
Yeah.
Today's the 28th of July. Here we go.
Guys are getting a little irritated. Doesn't take much these days.
Line drive, left field. A 2-1 pitch, left it up in his eyes. Paid for it. 3rd hit of the inning.
And this looks like a breaking ball. It is. Little slider out over the plate. As Plouffe hits it hard into left field.
Trevor Plouffe's aboard, brings up Aaron Hicks, switch hitting center fielder. Bottom of the 1st. Angels lead at Oakland 4-0. 2-run single by Cayespa. There's a strike. And Toronto's taking out Houston 2-1. Kobe Rasmus, walk-off single to win the game. It's playable. Going back Miller. He hung with it nicely.
Yeah, fighting the sun, a little bit of a breeze. You can see Brad, he has plenty of range. Starts to retreat back towards the outfield. A bit surprised he doesn't have his sunglasses with him, but he was able to make the play. Good concentration. Stay with it.
Good athlete. Pedro Flormont, another one. Here's a good young shortstop here. Got some speed, too. He's got 8 stolen bases, as does Hicks and Brian Dozier. So you got 3 guys in a row. They don't run much. There are the 3 best stealers, 3 best base stealers that Minnesota has. That inside corner.
This will be 22 pitches in the inning for Ramirez. 37 total now.
The runner at first. His pitch swung on and missed. That'll do it. Minnesota does some damage though. 2-run homer by Calabello. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a man left. 2-0 Twins. Time now for a CenturyLink link to what's next. Road trip. Joe Saunders, Iwakuma, and Felix at Boston against Brandon Workman, John Lackey, and Ryan Dempster.
Some good pitching matchups. Start the road trip. Mariners going with their top 3 in Boston.
Here's Raul Ibanez to lead it off. Take strike 1 from Kyle Gibson.
Lackey had really been pitching well, but I saw that he gave up a few home runs in his last outing.
And strike 2 to Raul, hitting at .252 with 24 home runs, 56 RBIs. The 24 home runs leads the ball club. 56 RBIs, second to Morales. Raul, among the league leaders in home runs. Davis has been stuck on 37 for a while. Cabrera hit his 32nd yesterday after missing 4 days. Tigers today wore out the Phillies, scoring 8 runs in the 6th inning. Blowout victory. Here's Raul. That'll get down for a base hit. The two-strike hitting by the veteran.
Both innings, yet Miller lead off with a base hit. Now Raul, so getting the leadoff hitter on. You take a look at the swing by Raul. Off-speed pitch, looks like a changeup. It is. Circle changeup running away from him as he hooks it out into right field for a base hit.
Brings in Michael Saunders. Got a pinch hit yesterday. First time the Mariners are seeing Gibson. Put a heavy reliance on the scouting report and some video that you get?
Everything that, well, I think everything that you've heard about him is what he's showing you right now. And again, you can go in and look at the video. You'll get some information, but until you stand in the box for the first time and get a look at his release point, the angle in which he's throwing the ball, which for him it looks like it's pretty steep, a lot of downward angle to what he's doing with that sinker, being the big frame of 6'6". You really have to go up and see it for the first time. You'll get a lot more information out of that than all the rest of the stuff. There's no getting around it.
Pop up, shortstop Flourmont battling the sun, and he gets it done there.
We'll take a look at Kyle Gibson and our McDonald's Supermo. As you see, a little bit of a short leg kick. I wouldn't call it a slide step. He had a little bit of a leg kick to it, and then you can see the grip right there on his two-seam fastball, just running it off the plate. I think he throws a little bit harder, but the angle that he shows, and we haven't seen the curveball that Doug Fister has, but it's similar to what Doug is doing.
Here's Andy Chavez. Shows bunt, brought in the third baseman Plouffe. Mariners have Raul Ibanez at first. Base hit breaking an 0 for 12 for him. Here's Raul. Down low, Alfonso Soriano. Game-winning base hit for the Yankees against Tampa Bay. Bottom of the ninth in New York. Victory. 2-0 here to Chavez. Pop back this way.
Mentioned Soriano getting close to this deadline.
There we go.
I'm not sure much is going to happen.
A lot of talk, man.
Yeah, it typically is, though.
A lot of names. It's a fun time of year, man. Except if you're involved in. Here's a drive to center field, and Hicks take care of. The kid's fast, and he gets a good jump on the ball. Never has a party space had such spectacular views as the Lookout Landing here at Safeco Field. This outdoor group area offers a near 360-degree bird's eye view of Safeco Field, Elliott Bay, and Seattle cityscape. It's perfect for groups of 75 to 150. So your package will include view level seating, food and beverage. So book your group right now. Lookout Landing. Visit mariners.com/group. There's Lookout Landing right there. It is one of the great vistas here in this fabulous ballpark. We got a big crowd today. Boeing 777 days. Ackley looks at ball one. Ackley 4 for 13 in this series, 5 for 19 on the homestand. Ground ball that does it. Throws out Ackley. Mariners are done in the second. They get a leadoff base hit for the second inning in a row. Runner is stranded 2-0 Minnesota. Baseball on Root Sports is being brought to you by Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. And by Mazda. We believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Good look at Commencement Bay in Tacoma. Tranquil scene. And that pitch over the head of Brian Dozier. Ball one. 2-0 on a Chris Calabello. Home run in the second inning. Domet with a double off the fence in right field, and then Calabello went yard going straight away center field. Here's another knock from Minnesota. Brian Dozier with a base hit. And digging for two, and the ball's overthrown. He's in there. Two-bagger for Dozier, his 18th.
And you can see this develop. He gets out in front of a slider, hits it towards the end of the bat, soft line drive into left field. He came around first and looked up and decided to test Michael Saunders, who's starting in left field today. I think maybe Michael rushed the throw a little bit as it was high over the head of Franklin at second base.
Leadoff double here. Brings up Chris Herman, who flied to center. Chris Herman can catch and play right field. Same for Ryan Domet. Joe Mauer not here on paternity leave. Twins have tomorrow off, so he's taking advantage of that. They open a homestand on Tuesday. High ball center field. Going back Miller.
Brad now with the sunglasses on.
After that first time, you knew doggone well he'd have him this inning.
There you go. You can see him going back. He's made a couple of good catches. This one over the shoulder catch out in shallow center field.
These guys make it look easy, but those over the shoulder things are difficult.
They're difficult. The ball is moving around on you a little bit. Then you throw the sun in there. Makes it tough.
There's Morneau. Fly to left on the 2-2 pitch. Dozier double, the fourth hit for Minnesota. Twins will be going home. They'll take on Kansas City and Houston. Strike one to Morneau. 2006 MVP in the American League. Fastball beat him. He went down and got a fastball just below the knees in yesterday's game and hit it over the fence in right center.
And you can see Ramirez elevating this fastball above the belt. Big hack from Morneau, but not able to catch up to it.
Two. Check down to Quinn Walcott. Took a little off. That one's foul.
Let's see if he goes back to that high fastball, elevated fastball just above the strike zone. See if he can get him to swing at it.
Two-two pitch.
One of the better fastballs we've seen from him. 94 miles an hour again, right at the top of the strike zone, just off the plate away from him.
Held done by Blanco. Morneau's gone. Strikeout number 3 for Ramirez. 2 outs here in the third.
And another high fastball just above the belt.
Former Pittsburgh Pirate Ryan Doumit.
Just missed a home run his first time up. Endy Chavez went up above the fence, hit off his glove, and then fell back into the ballpark for a double.
Doumit's been a good hitter against the Mariners this year, starting today. .320 batting average. 8 out of 25, couple homers and 4 runs batted in. And a walk-off homer to beat the Mariners in Minnesota when we first saw the Twins. (2-0). Time's called. (2-0) from Ramirez. Backs him off. Good job by Blanco to keep it in front. The count runs to 3-0.
The right-handed hitter Colabello waiting on deck, and yes, he has hit a home run in this game, but wouldn't be surprised if Ron Gardenhire, the manager for the Twins, lets Doumit swing away 3-0 if he likes his fastball.
He's aboard. 4-pitch walk. First walk today. Chris Colabello, .357 hitter against the Mariners this year, entering today. The reviews are in. Last month's fireworks show. It was a blast, to say the least. So make sure you're on hand for the next fireworks show. It's coming up Friday, August 9th. Mariners take on the Brewers. Join us as we pay tribute to Mariner legends with a special Mariners Hall of Fame themed fireworks show. Don't miss the summer family event here at Safeco Field. Get your tickets, Mariners.com.
Well, he gets a fastball out over the plate in the second inning and drives it over the fence in center field. Again, his second home run of the series for Colabello.
First 2 of his career. How about that, huh? We had seen him, he was up for a cup of coffee first time in late May when we were in Minnesota. Big hack.
And you can see where the pitch was located when he hit the home run out over the plate. I think that's why Ramirez straightened him up with a first pitch fastball this time. Give him something to think about, keep him from leaning out over the plate on him.
Young man played in independent league for a long time. Here he is in the big leagues, inside. Two on here for the Twins. 2 outs in the third. Fly ball, right field, backing up Chavez on the track at the wall. This time he makes the catch. Endy Chavez, another sparkling moment for the veteran. He thought he had taken a home run away last time. This time he got it. Twins lead it 2-0, and Endy Chavez had a big hand in keeping it that way. Our money tree in time play.
Well, he's had to time his jump a couple of times in this one. The first one he knocked down, kept it to a double. And this one he robs another home run. Would have been the second home run for Colabello as he reaches up high over the fence to end the inning with a fine catch.
Henry Blanco leads off for the Mariners. Blanco, Miller, and Franklin here in the third. Really good perspective right here.
Well, so many times you see outfielders, they get a little too close to the wall, and as they go to jump the wall, kind of grabs them. So Andy making sure he had plenty of room to jump as high as he was able to, and he needed it. Needed all of it to bring that one back into the ballpark.
Pretty flexible, boy, because that range of motion on that right shoulder. Boy,
I'm seeing that again. I didn't realize he had to reach back as far as he did.
Yeah. Tremendous range of motion. 2-2 here. Blanco. And 2 for 10 on the homestand. Quick full count. Mariners have 2 hits. A leadoff single by that man Brad Miller in the home first. Raul Ibanez led off the second with a base hit. Both times those guys were stranded. 1 strikeout, no walks thus far by Kyle Gibson. 3-2 pitch. Bounce it down to Plouffe. 1 out. We have Brad Miller. It's going to be great going to Boston, being in the heat of a pennant chase. These guys are battling Tampa Bay and Baltimore. Be interesting to watch Miller and Franklin. Some of the younger guys go through that kind of
that.
Yeah,
sure.
man, that's going to be good. Brad with a single to center. 1-0 pitch against Gibson. Two and 1. On the ground, base hit. 2 for 2 day for Brad Miller.
Almost identical base hits. Looks like another fastball running away from him. He stays on and hits it hard back up the middle. Yeah, you can see the run on that fastball working its way to the outside corner, but Brad stays with it and hits it by the second baseman Dozier. Both times Dozier diving for the ball up the middle, but not able to come up with it.
See what Nick Franklin can do now with Miller at first. Nick took a called third strike. First time up. Ball 1 to Nick. Safely. Miller 2 for 2 in base stealing this far. Michael Saunders leads in that category. He's 11 out of 14. Aaron's not doing much running this year. 13th, tied with Minnesota with just 32 stolen bases. There's a line drive that'll get into the gap. Miller will get to third with no problem. Sound like a broken bat single. Mariners brewing something here in the third inning to bring up Kyle Seager, their hottest hitter. See, table setters getting it done.
Well, it's a big reason why they've had success in the month of July. And Nick Franklin staying with this pitch again. That might have been a changeup. Took something off of his fastball. Out in front of it a little bit, but keeps his head right there in the hitting area. Didn't pull off of it and ends up with a base hit. Good speed by Miller. Works his way around to third. So a nice situation for the Mariners with their hottest hitter coming up, Kyle Seager.
Multiple hit inning for the Mariners. They have 4 now. 2 innings plus. Seager grounded out to first time up. Big spot here for him. 1 out, runners at the corners. One. Kyle's got a good count, 2-0.
You can see Gibson too trying to work bottom of the strike zone, staying down, wanting Kyle to hit the ball on the ground. You have a good sinker like Gibson. Really want to set your sights up if you can. And Kyle in good shape now in a 2-0 count.
Hicks on the move, tagging Miller. Throw comes in the second. Mariners on the board. Sacrifice fly by Kyle Seager. 2-1 ball game. Kyle with his 48th RBI. And Seager with his 4th sacrifice fly of the season.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch. It's on the outside corner, but he stays with it and was able to get it in the air, staying out of the double play and picking up an RBI.
So 2-1 ball game. Here's Morales. Grounded out the short his first time. All 1 to Kinders. How much of a lead by Franklin? 1-0 pitch. Hit well, right field. And it's dropped out there by Doumit. Franklin to third. The inning continues.
We're talking about the sun. You can see Doumit on a hooking line drive, trying to stay with it. Goes into his slide and it hits off the thumb of his glove. That's a good break from the Mariners. Great look from our McDonald's Supermo. As Doumit goes into that slide, you can see the concentration on his face. And tough play.
E9. First error for Doumit in right field. Now Raul Ibanez. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Tying run at third, go ahead run at first. Strike 1 to Raul. A base hit to right on a 2-2 pitch, leading off the second. To make that 1-1, beg your pardon.
You see Raul shaking his head. 2 borderline pitches, and as a hitter, I think he probably is telling Chris Guccione, the home plate umpire, you can have one, but not both of those.
Boy. Raul's got to do some 2-strike hitting. That first pitch is outside as well. Way inside, that gets by. Let's see, down to second goes Morales. Franklin holds it third.
Wild pitch on a breaking ball in the dirt. Like it was close to hitting Raul in the back foot.
Raul putting up the stop sign for Franklin. 1-2. Little broken bat. Pump line drive caught by Florimont. Tough break, but the Mariners get on the board. They leave 2. It's 2-1 Minnesota.
See you later. Upper deck. Griffey is tied to Major League record. Holy cow, the kid has done it.
Ron Fairley on the call back in 1993. Ken Griffey Jr. That brings us right into our AT&T trivia question. Which concerns, let's see, how many MLB players have homered in 8 consecutive games? 1, 2, 3, or 4? That was Junior's 8th. Weren't you with the Yankees when Mattingly did it?
I was not. I was with the Mariners, obviously, when Junior did it.
Fly ball center field off the bat of Clete Thomas. 1 out. All right. How many players? I'll go with 3.
I think it is 3.
Going to sock it in on letter C. Trevor Plouffe, base hit the left his first time.
I don't remember who the first one was before Mattingly did it.
Yeah, that one's escaping me. That was just that I threw the dart and it landed at C. 1-1. A lot of folks riding with us.
Yeah.
3. Right, sunshine here at Safeco Field as Ramirez delivers a strike to Trevor Plouffe. So far, Ramirez, 3 strikeouts, a walk. He's given up a 2-run homer. 2 runs on 4 hits.
I think in the 9th game for Junior, he just missed a home run in that one. Kingdom, we saw him hit it over that high wall and right. I think he hit it over right center field and it hit somewhere up in that corner. If it had been a couple of feet to the left of that, it would have been a home run.
And that was against the Twins, I'm told.
Yeah, I think that 8th home run came off of Willie Banks. It was a fastball.
Willie
You could see it in his
Banks.
eyes. Yeah, Willie Banks.
Newark, New Jersey. I remember he was coming out of high school. I remember, I think I interviewed him when I was at FAN. He came in first start. 2-2. Full count here to Plouffe. Off the fist down to Miller. 2 outs. Bring up Aaron Hicks, their center fielder. Cloudy beginnings today, but very comfortable as the clouds starting to blow away here over Safeco Field.
How about Dale Long, ring a bell?
50 Dale Long back
Pittsburgh
in the 50s.
Pirates.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of Dale Mitchell. Dale Long, yeah. Good call. I think that's I think he was the first.
Yeah.
Franklin. How about nice easy inning for Erasmo Ramirez. 1-2-3 go the Twins in the fourth. He got it done on 7 pitches. 2-1 Minnesota. On Root Sports being brought to you by Puget Sound Acura dealers. Visit your Puget Sound Acura dealers to test drive the extremely new MDX. We'll look at Commencement Bay down at Tacoma. The Seawillow going out for a 3-hour tour. Michael Saunders to lead it off. Saunders, Chavez, and Ackley 6, 7, and 8. Against Kyle Gibson.
Well, you're right. That last half inning could not have gone better for the Mariners. Ramirez coming out, getting 3 quick outs, 7 pitches, get the offense back in there if the offense just scored a run off of Gibson. Keep the pressure on him if you can.
2-1 to Saunders, who popped the shortstop his first time. Boy, you want to talk about a day being made. Beautiful. 3-1. Saunders gets into one high and deep. Goodbye. Home run, Michael Saunders. Want a little extra dessert? You got it. Up and to hit it here, Cafe. Ties it at 2-2. Saunders, last home run coming on the 14th of the month against the Angels. Got it on a 3-1 count.
Looked like he knocked the register over up there in the restaurant, trying to put it back together. I like this swing. He decided he was going to get out in front on a fastball. Michael with a lot of power jumps on this fastball, elevated fastball, runs back out in the middle of the plate. He crushed it. Saunders, his 7th home run of the year.
We're seeing that. Chavez fouls one off. Mariners 125th home run. Impressive. Saunders 29th RBI. And he looks at the pitch off the plate.
Let's see if we can find out where it goes.
Only the Orioles and the Blue Jays have hit more home runs in the Major League Baseball. I think he might beat this out. He does. He's made a great catch. Now he legs one out, an infield hit.
Well, Indy is fooled on the pitch. Watch him stop his swing. Just puts it in play. Little chop.
Love watching him play. He's a max effort guy.
Still showing a lot of life in those legs, isn't he?
He
Jumped
is.
over the fence a couple of times in the game and now gets an infield hit.
Gotta love it. Dustin Ackley grounded out to second. Strike one to Ackley. Indy not playing like a 35-year-old. No chance on base. Hey, it's really fun. A great pickup. Ackley in an 0-2 hole. He's been in a lot of 0-2 holes too.
Yeah, he's had a couple of good pitches to hit here too. Both of them fastballs, and they're both up in the zone a little bit. Easy pitches to try to hit on a line or get in the air. And Gibson throws that heavy sinker trying to work down, but a couple elevated fastballs to Dustin that he decided to take.
Saunders' home run, by the way, measured at 383 feet. Gibson strikes out Ackley. It's his second K. One out here in the fourth. Bring up Henry Blanco. Have we seen a lot of Mariner home runs on 3-1 counts?
That's usually when they come, so I would say yes.
I mean, I know that's a baseball axiom for sure, but for some reason it doesn't strike me in my mind's eye that a lot of them have come on 3-1. A lot. I seem to remember a lot of guys early counts 2-2.
That's the tendency for this club. They've been, especially this month, they've been very aggressive early in counts. So you're probably right.
Ground ball down to third. Move to Dozier. And bobbled down there by Colabello. Fielder's choice 5-4. 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Brad Miller is having a fine day. 2 singles.
Well, looked like he had plenty of time to complete the double play, but he throws it in the dirt. Actually wide. Good play by Colabello. Keep him going in the camera well.
Colabello's fortunate not to have been spiked there, too. Two ball game. Strike, make that ball one. To Miller.
Brad looking to add to his day already, 2 for 2.
Not surprised to see Gibson working inside on Miller. Brad a couple base hits right center field first 2 times up. Reno. 3-0 count to Miller with Nick Franklin on deck. Mariners have tied it up on a leadoff homer by Michael Saunders on a 3-1 pitch. Hit it up into the restaurant. 3-1. Pitch here to Miller. He'll take the walk. Checking with Angie Mentink.
Guy here is here at the Ford Sports Desk. Yankee fans giddy today with the return of their captain for the second time this season. A very noisy return for Derek Jeter. First pitch of his first at bat, a solo shot. And that puts the Yankees up early, and then it would be tied at 5 in the bottom of the 9th. And newbie Alfonso Soriano singles home Brett Gardner. The Yankees win in walk-off fashion. 6-5 is the way it ends. Gentlemen?
All right, Angie, thank you. What a tight race, the American League East. Red Sox now back up by a half game.
Rays have been hot, though, haven't they?
Oh, that great month. Great. At one point, they were something like 19 out of 23.
Yeah.
Pitching's been tremendous. David Price back. The rookie threw a heck of a game yesterday. Archer, I think his name is. (1-0) to Nick Franklin, 2 on. 1-1. High fly ball, deep right field, off the bat of Nick Franklin. That one is gone. A 3-run jack by Nick Franklin. And the Mariners take the lead. Wow. 5-2. What an inning. Franklin's 9th home run. It's his RBI total to 31. How about these 2 kids at the top? Gotta love it.
Nick Franklin, he gets a fastball, trying to stay in on his hands. That's middle in and up. Watching him take batting practice today, Davey, it still amazes me the amount of power he generates. He was driving the ball deep into the seats as he gets to this fastball up, middle in. That's not an easy pitch for a left-hander to get to as he drives it out of the ballpark. His 9th home run, 9 home runs for Nick Franklin.
Boy, oh boy, here's Kyle Seager for Franklin's 52nd game. They have brought a new vibe to this ball club and this franchise.
It's all positive, isn't it?
Very much so. Much needed. Seager behind 0-2. Franklin on a 1-1 count goes yard. 2 for 3 day for him. Side. .396 feet. Franklin and Saunders are your home run heroes here in the 4th. Outside to Seager. 2-2. Full count here to Kyle. There's Morales on deck.
Next pitch will be 80 for Gibson. He's not somebody that has worked deep into games for the Twins. He hasn't worked past 6 innings in any of his outings.
A bad throw by the second baseman kept this inning alive.
We'll take advantage of it, and the Mariners have done that.
Slicing. Oh, and it came back to him. To Cleve Thomas. 4 runs on 3 hits, highlighted by 2 homers. Saunders goes yard. Here's a look at Michael's home run, his 7th of the season. That started the inning off, and then this, the capper. A 3-run shot by Nick Franklin. Mariners have a 5-2 lead. In the 5th inning, as the Mariners have a 5-2 lead. Couple of home runs by Saunders and Franklin, a 3-run shot. Michael hit a solo blast to lead off that inning. They've recalibrated the Saunders home run, calling it 428 feet. As we take a look at Mariner trends, no surprises, 2 gentlemen top the list. Ramirez in a 7-pitch 4th inning. There's 1-1 here to Florimon. Pedro hits one foul, 1-2.
We thought that might work out for him. The Mariners had put pressure on Gibson in the 3rd, and that's when Ramirez came out through the 7 pitches to get through the 4th. The Mariners come back and score 4 more, so he's going to try to do that again. It worked out well for him.
Pitch spoiled, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Low place team. Strikeout number 4 for Ramirez.
He just reaches back at 94 miles an hour and throws it by Florimon. That pitch down the middle of the plate after a couple of off-speed pitches. Good fastball at 94 from Ramirez.
Back to the top of the order, Ryan Dozier. His wide throw and a double play attempt kept the Mariners inning alive. And They made the most of it. Miller worked the walk, and Franklin hit a 3-run homer. Ramirez feeling pretty good right now.
A couple of good fastballs high up out of the strike zone, and Dozier chasing them both. Go ahead and go up there again, see if he'll swing at 3 of them. I want to go with the slider.
Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts, 5 for the ball game for Erasmo Ramirez. Pitching with big confidence now, a 5-2 lead.
After a couple of high fastballs, comes back with a slider. You can see Blanco set up off the plate away. He wants to make sure he doesn't leave that pitch on the dish, being way ahead in the count. Well located slider by Ramirez to get the strikeout.
Up high to Chris Herman is fly to center, popped out to short. Two and one. Well, as a hitter, it's got to be really deceptive. You see a guy not big in stature, Ramirez, and he rushes it up there as well as anybody. That is a fair ball, hugging the line. That'll be extra bases for Herman. Chavez get it back in. Third double for Chris. 2 out base runner.
I'm not sure. That looks like a BP fastball. Gets a little extra run to it, but unfortunate runs right in the middle of the plate, and as it bounces over the bag. Good try by Morales getting the start at first base. Justin Smoak just getting the afternoon off. Nothing wrong with him.
Oh for 2 day for Justin Morneau. Andy Chavez coming in. Puts it away. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom 5 coming up. Morales, Ibanez, and Saunders for the Mariners, who lead 5-2. Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. 5-2 lead for the Mariners this Sunday afternoon. Trying to get a split in this 4-game series with the Minnesota Twins before the Mariners travel east to Boston and Baltimore for the next week before coming home for Toronto and Milwaukee. Here's Kendrys Morales, 0 for 2 today. Ground out the short, reached on an error by right fielder Ryan Doumit. That's it, strike one from Kyle Gibson. Morales, Ibanez, and Saunders here in the 5th.
Mariners trying to get back to their winning ways in the month of July. 14-8 for the month coming into this game. A big part of winning those games has been the home run. We've seen a couple of long ones today. One by Franklin, and Saunders hit one over 400 feet up into the restaurant.
Your Mariners are 3rd in the major leagues behind Baltimore and Toronto. Two and 2, Gibson pitching to Morales. Gibson with a record of 2-2. He's won his major league debut against Kansas City back on June 29th and won at Yankee Stadium on July 14th. High pop. Doumit has easy play. One down. Raul Ibanez stands in. He's the DH today. Base hit to right and pop to short. Folks are out in the pen early. Mariners took rare Sunday morning batting practice. They didn't take BP yesterday. Minnesota passed on its BP today. Mariners jumped the opportunity. They'll have tomorrow a day off, and then some things going on in Boston. It doesn't appear that they'll be able to take any batting practice on Tuesdays early, where that may change. Well, about an hour change before, that's about 2 hours before game time. Mariners got a chance to see the skipper, Eric Wedge, coming from a mild stroke. In good recovery mode right now as Raul grounds out at a team meeting. The guys were glad to see him, and he was happy to see them as well. Brad Miller said it was just awesome to see him.
It's my understanding that through his conversation with Robbie Thompson yesterday, he decided that Eric would try to get in here today if he felt up to it. Try to talk to the guys before they went out on the road trip.
Yep. Boeing 777 day. We got a good crowd. There's Saunders again. Third baseman going back, Plouffe. Can't get it. Michael on a 3-1 pitch and a home run into the, what's that? It looks like the second row of the restaurant. Mid-level, deep right field.
They change it to 438. The distance.
428.
Yeah, 428.
The original number was what, something like 393. 383.
Good slider down and in.
All 2 strikes. Two and 2. Foul back. I want to salute the Girl Scouts of Western Washington. Today's also Girl Scout Day here at the Mariners. Annual fundraising event. Today more than 800 Girl Scouts family and friends are here. Girl Scouts ages 5 through 18 eligible for special Girl Scout Mariner patch. And girls who sold 1,000 cookies or more will be recognized on the field. Full count here to Saunders. Three and two. Took him out. Good pitch, biting down and in. Got him on a strike earlier with that one. A 1-2-3 fifth. Mariners lead by 3. On base with incredible savings and freedom of riding Sound Transit. Plan your next trip. Visit soundtransit.org. Here inside the ballpark, Safeco Field, Ryan Domit will lead off for Minnesota here in the 6th. Followed by Chris Colabello and Clete Thomas, 4, 5, and 6 against Erasmo Ramirez. Ramirez with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Gave up a 2-run homer to Colabello after Domit doubled in the 2nd. He's ahead of Domit 0-2. Domit a switch hitter. Catcher slash or outfielder slash catcher. Minnesota 4th place in the Central Division. 12 games behind Detroit. Detroit had a big 8-run 6th inning to beat Philadelphia today 12-4. It's foul ball.
It looks like Kyle Gibson's day is over. Anthony Swarzak getting loose in the Twins bullpen. Right now Ramirez 85 pitches, still in pretty good shape.
2-2. It's off the fist. He had to pick right now best team in the American League. Detroit hands down, right?
I don't think so. With their pitching and that power that they have.
I mean, they're looking at their team batting average 280.
Well, they have Cabrera and Fielder,
Peralta,
Victor Martinez,
Tui Asasopo in a part-time role, hitting 301.
well, playing outfield.
We got a chance. Tui got a chance to play today because Cabrera got run from that game early on. Cabrera yesterday, first time back after a few days off, homered his first at bat. Payoff to Domit. Almost hitting. He's aboard. Second walk. Both have been to Domet. We were talking earlier about Tampa Bay. They did lose today, but they've won 21 of their last 24.
Still nobody throwing in the Mariner bullpen. Next pitch will be 90 for Ramirez. Colabello stands in. 1 for 2. Homer to dead center field. Was robbed of a home run. His next time up hit a ball to right field that Endy Chavez went up over the fence to bring back, taking a home run away from him.
India earlier robbed Domet leading off the second inning, or really brought it back, kept it from being a home run in tight. Ball 2. Veteran Blanco sees something, wants a couple of words of encouragement, maybe tweak something for Ramirez.
I think the biggest thing is let him know that this is not the time to walk batters. Walking Domet now falling behind 2-0. You have a 3-run lead. You want to get after these guys. And I know Colabello's hit the ball hard a couple of times off of them, but you can't back off. His first 2 pitches not even close.
Ditto of the third. On deck is Clete Thomas. Strike. Chase that, fouled it off. Ramirez, a non-drafted free agent signee, September 1 of 07. And he got up here in the big leagues last year in 16 games, 8 starts, a 1-3 record, a 3.36 ERA. Goes, pitch swung on and driven to the gap. Domet will get to third as Saunders hit the ball into second base. So first and third for the Twins here. First 2-minute reach in the 6th. AT&T trivia question: how many big league players have homered in 8 consecutive games? We went with 3. Fans went with us. Survey says it is indeed 3. Mr. Griffey, Mr. Mattingly, and Dale Long. 1856 for Dale Long. That's a great run.
Carl Willis trying to get Ramirez back on track. Get through this inning and try to save a little bit of work from the bullpen. Mariners do have a day off tomorrow, a travel day. And Ramirez now at 95 pitches.
So the tying runs at the plate. Clete Thomas, who's grounded out the first, flied to center. Strike 1 to Clete. Thomas picked up off of waivers middle of April from Detroit. Back up the middle. Miller can't get it. Base hit. Scoring is Domet. Holding at second is Colabello. So the Twins on the board again. That's a 5-3 ball game. RBI for Thomas. His 13th.
And Klee gets a fastball. It's on the outside corner, up a little bit, but he hits it on the ground hard back up the middle.
It's not been a good inning for Ramirez. It's a walk single and an RBI single now.
And now we're going to get some action in the pen.
Brings up Trevor Plouffe. He's 1 for 2 today.
Danny Farquhar getting loose in the pen. Twins today 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position as you look at Danny. Just starting to get loose out there.
Coming into today's game, both teams struggled in that category. Twins 5 for 27, the Mariners 6 for 26. Runners in scoring position. 0-1 to Plouffe. Center field, backing up Ackley. Long retreat to the track. Runners both move up. Boy, drove that a long way. Make plans for an affordable summer outing here at Safeco Field for the entire family. Join the Mariners for the next Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package event. It's coming up on Wednesday, August 7th against the Blue Jays at 12:40 start time. Each member of the family can pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15. So get your savings. Take advantage of it. Get your tickets at mariners.com/specials. A lot of youngins in the ballpark here today on a beautiful Sunday. Now the Twins with 1 out. And the tying runs aboard. Here's Aaron Hicks. Ramirez, most pitches he's thrown this season in the majors or minors is 104. This is number 100 coming up right here. And boy, he's lost the field. 2-0.
He has. His fastball command just hasn't been there this inning. He's in a world of trouble now. 3-0. 1 out. Runners at second and third and a 5-3 lead. High ball center field. Here comes Ackley. Runner at third, Colabello tags. He'll score. Got a 5-4 ball game. 2 down. Sacrifice fly for Hicks. RBI for him. Number 27. And increases his team lead with his 5th sacrifice fly. Bring up the shortstop, batting in the 9-hole, Pedro Florma. Struck out twice. Tying run at second, 2 outs. Ramirez ahead. It's a good changeup. Getting away from his fastball, trying to find a pitch that he can get at work ahead of a hitter. Use the changeup to get a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Another good one.
Two pitch. Struck him out. 3 pitches. Boy, did he need that. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. A man stranded. Twins draw closer. 5-4 Mariners. Fireman's Park in downtown Tacoma. And a sculpture of a lager. And that makes sense, doesn't it? This part of the country? Absolutely. Good looking sculpture, too. A lot of youngsters on hand. She seems to be enjoying herself.
Let's take a look at Kyle Gibson and what he did today. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. Gave up a couple of home runs. And this one, just 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He threw 95 pitches, 52 of those for strikes. So his day is done. Anthony Swarzak, who we showed in the bullpen, will take over for the Twins. Swarzak on the year, 30 appearances, a 3.30 ERA. Opponent's average 274. He's given up 5 home runs this year.
Andy Chavez looks at strike 1. New second baseman, 39-year-old veteran Jamie Carroll takes over at second base for Dozier, left with some back stiffness. Andy pops this one up. Battling the son is Florimon. 1 out. Brings up Backley. 1 out here in the 6th.
Let's see if Dustin's a little more aggressive in this at bat. Last at bat, took a couple of fastballs, fell behind in the count, was eventually struck out on a slider down at his feet.
Down to Florimon, got a nice hop. Throws him out. Quick 2 outs here. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew with you here. Henry Blanco with 2 outs here in the 6th.
Henry 0 for 2 in the game. He has scored a run, reached on a fielder's choice, and scored in the 4th inning. And Danny Farquhar throwing again in the pen. So Ramirez, looks like his afternoon is finished.
Ball 2 to Henry Blanco. Two and 1. Swarzak out of Fort Lauderdale. Born there, lives there. He is 27 years old, 6'4", 209. Pitch hit foul. Swarzak, a 2nd-round pick, 2004 first-year player draft. First taste of the major leagues in 09. And Blanco's gone. So are the Mariners in quick order. In the 6th to the 7th inning we go. Mariners by a run. series with the Minnesota Twins. It was a game that brought baseball's biggest stars to the Kingdom. This week's Sunday Night Classic is the 1979 All-Star Game from right here in Seattle. Hear the roar from Mariners' Bruce Bochy and see Dave Parker's incredible throws from right field. Don't miss the 1979 All-Star Game from the Kingdom as it was originally broadcast. True Classic tonight on Root Sports at 9. Osmo Ramirez. He is his day's complete.
6 innings pitched for him. 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Couple of walks, 6 strikeouts, 106 pitches for Ramirez. 65 of those were strikes. Danny Farquhar will take over. 20 appearances on the year for him. ERA to 6.43. 28 innings, 41 strikeouts. Really getting his share of strikeouts when he's had a chance to pitch. Giving up a couple of home runs. Danny's fastball is four-seam fastball, 95, 96 miles an hour. Throws a cutter up there at about 91.
So what did you learn from watching Erasmo Ramirez? He did leave with the lead.
I thought that he was going into the 6th inning. I thought he was much better than his previous 2 outings. I thought he was building nicely off of his outing in Cleveland. He did give up the 2-run home run. That's going to happen. But then it looked like he was either tired or he just got really careful in the 6th, and it cost him a couple of runs.
He would walk single.
But I thought he was better. Still not having the type of command that we would expect to see from him, but it looked like he was a little bit closer today.
39-year-old veteran here, Jamie Carroll, having taken over at second base for Dozier, left with some sore back. Carroll has seen a lot in his career. Came up with Montreal back in 2002. Went with that franchise to Washington in 2005. Colorado for 2 years, Cleveland for 2, Dodgers for 2, and now in his 2nd year with the Twins. Carroll, Herman, and Morneau, 1, 2, 3 in the order. Farquhar's run a full count. Chris Herman on deck. Herman 1 for 3. Strike 3 called. Carroll was headed to first. Chris Guccione was having none of it. Here's Angie Menten.
Guys, we head down to Oakland where they are hosting the Angels in an AL West showdown. And actually, the Angels jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the 1st inning thanks to 3 straight RBI singles. But right now, A's have come back to tie the game. They seem to always do this. 5-5 right now in the 6th inning. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Albert Pujols sent back to L.A. yesterday. There's a broken back ground ball fielded by Scott Olger, the first base coach.
You had to feel it was just a matter of time for Albert. We've seen enough of him this year. It was painful just to watch him try to walk up to home plate to hit. Thought I heard something this morning about him getting some foot surgery.
Wouldn't be a surprise, to be honest with you. The plantar fasciitis has really been murdering him. Left foot and right knee has been a big problem. Mariners will see the Angels. They'll be back here 23rd, 24th, and 25th of August. And then the Mariners wrap up the final 3 road games down there in Anaheim. September 20, 21, 22. Nice pitch by Farquhar to strike out Herman. 2 outs.
And this looks like the good fastball we talked about. Danny can rush it up there 95, 96 miles an hour, and he throws his fastball by him.
And bring up Justin Morneau. Fly to left, a strikeout, and a fly to right. 0-1 pitch. Two and one. Breaking ball for strike. Danny Farquhar, 10th round pick of the Jays back in 08. And at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Strike three call. Morneau didn't like it. In disgust, he drops his bat as Farquhar strikes out the side in the 7th. Mariners by a run. Stand by now for God Bless America here at Safeco Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you now to please rise and join us in honoring our great country with the singing of God Bless America. Please welcome Kimberly Giordano.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
Washington's lottery. Last year, Washington's lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They can do the same for you. Thanks to Washington's lottery, winning heirs are made daily. Somebody trying to make, well, possessors of a dollar bill, they dropped a whole bunch of them here at the ballpark just now. Look at those. And none, of course, Mike, flew into the booth.
Of course not. But it was pretty much all from the right field line all the way across our booth from home plate.
You didn't have that. Where's that lake? That wind off of Lake Michigan to blow it straight in. Well, we got a big crowd, 35,087, and some of them are walking out of here a couple of dollars richer.
Easy.
Went to a ball game and a money drop broke out. He does not say. Hey, look at him put that right in his pocket. I'm good. How about you? You good? Don't get hurt now.
Yeah, exactly.
Only $1. Come on, it's only $1. Jeez.
Well, let's see if the Mariners can add to their lead. They certainly need to. They had a nice lead at 5-2, but the Twins came back scoring a couple runs, so the Mariners hanging on to a 1-run lead at this point.
Brad Miller to lead it off. There's another couple of dollar bills floating onto the field. One behind Moore at the first baseman, Colabello. As Miller takes ball one. I don't know if it's a stunt or random act of kindness, but made some happy folks here. And you can hear people amazed. Hey, it is real. Swing and a miss. Nick Franklin has one down in the on-deck circle. Let's see if he gives it to somebody. Going to give it to the ball boy. Two-one. Count evens at 2-2. Miller, Franklin, Seager here in the seventh.
This inning should set up well for the Mariners. Top of the lineup. They are into the bullpen now.
Outside from Anthony Swarzak, who came on to throw a 1-2-3 sixth in relief of Kyle Gibson. Twins got on the board first, 2-run homer by Chris Colabello in the second. Mariners answered with a run in the third, a sac fly by Seager. 4 runs in the fourth. That one fouled back, a solo homer by Saunders and a 3-run shot by Nick Franklin. And then Minnesota back on the board in the sixth with 2 runs, RBI single by Clete Thomas and a sacrifice fly by Aaron Hicks. Strike 3 called. Check in with Angie Mentic. What do you make of this dollar drop?
Well, I think, one, it's a good thing it didn't happen during the game because we would have lost every single photographer we have, and we use sort of lenses go everywhere. But they actually have a band around all of the dollars, 10% off code Mariners. And, yeah, it says 5ktailgate.com. So that's where I'm headed right now. And there you go, guys. They are real. No kidding.
Cha-ching, pal. There's Nick Franklin.
Nick having a good day. 2 for 3. His 9th home run of the season. It was a 3-run home run in the 4th inning.
Reminiscent of when Alex Rodriguez first trip back after leaving Seattle. People were throwing dollar bills at him. He's looking at a world of trouble. Suspension for the rest of this year, maybe all of next year.
Caleb Thielbar getting loose in the pen, left-hander.
We were talking about the trade deadline earlier, Mike. There could be a lot of suspensions coming up. Going to be announced in the next week to 10 days.
Yeah, that puts another twist into it, doesn't it?
Sure does. 1-2 here to Nick Franklin.
Again?
Gets into this one. Deep right center field. That ball's gone. Home run, Nick Franklin. What a day. 3 consecutive hits. Back-to-back home runs. 10th homer of the season. Mariners lead now at 6-4.
He just has great hands. Gets a 94-mile-an-hour fastball and trusts his hands to get to it. And if he puts the barrel on it, the ball jumps off of his bat. Pull his hands inside. Catches it out in front of the plate and drives it into the seats in right center field. It doesn't hit cheap ones either. They're usually back pretty good distance into the seats. What an afternoon.
Great stuff for him. I'll tell you, I was a doubter when you first see him a couple 3 years ago when they brought him up, and they said he's got big pop ball drop, jumps off his bat as we're seeing. I said, come on, I'm not combining that. A bunch of people talking to scouts and all that. Well, that's the truth. It is a real deal. It really is.
Well, we're seeing it.
And he's the real deal getting it done up here.
Yeah, that last home run, the pitch was center cut in the middle of the plate, a little bit easier to get to. But he's impressed me with a couple of them. His first home run in this game, pitch that's up and in with pretty good velocity to it. And he can get his hands to that, get the barrel to it, throwing his hands inside of it and driving it out of the ballpark. And we've seen him do that a number of times. That's not an easy thing to do for a left-handed hitter. Great hands.
Second multi-homer game. You remember we saw him hit 2 down at San Diego. His first 2 up here in the major leagues. Third home run today by the Mariners. 2 by Franklin, 1 by Saunders as Seager backs off. 1-2. Snag there by Swarzak. 2 outs. The 2 out brings up Kendrys Morales. Morales 0 for 3 today. Nick Franklin, a 2-homer day. He's got 10 on the season. And that makes the 7th Mariner in double-figure home runs this season. The Mariners starting today, 3rd behind Baltimore and Toronto. 3rd most homers in the big leagues. 2-1. Ibanez with 24, 16 Morales. Morris with 11, 16 for Seager, 11 for Bay. When I say 7, it would be 6. Morales has 12 as a left-hand hitter. This one popped up. It's playable. And now Franklin with 10 home runs. 3rd baseman going back to get it. Trevor Plouffe puts it away, but Nick Franklin, big highlight. 7th inning gives the Mariners a little breathing room. 2-run lead, 6-4 with his 10th home run. 4 runs with 2 homers, a 3-run shot in the 4th. Just hit a solo blast in the 7th. Gives him 10 home runs. This is his 52nd game. Ryan Doumit leads off for Minnesota. Danny Farquhar through a heck of a 7th inning, striking out the side. 1-1 to Doumit. Farquhar in relief of Erasmo Ramirez, who went 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts.
That was a good breaking ball. Didn't get the call. Looked like a good pitch.
Two-one. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Doumit to be followed by Chris Colabello and Clete Thomas.
Danny so far doing a good job of mixing up. Missed with the breaking ball. Comes back with a cutter in on the hands of Doumit.
Ball hit foul.
That was a good fastball today too. He's topped out at 95 miles an hour. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
Tell you what, Nick Franklin just looked up the list of home runs hit by second baseman. Pitching the outside. Cano with 21, Ugla with 21. Then you go Kipnis 15, Utley with 13, Phillips with 12, Kendrick with 10. Then you got Nick Franklin and Ricky Weeks with 10, 11 with Kendrick. Beg your pardon. But he's in that list now. His little humpback liner gets down. Base hit for Doumit, his second. He's 2 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Columbia Bank difference of the ball game. About Nick Franklin, Mike.
Well, a couple of things to look like with Nick. You can see him load up on his backside. Watch him pull his hands through. This is the first home run. It looks like he's beat by this fastball, but he gets his hands through, doesn't pull off of the ball, and drives it deep into the seats. And then the other one, you can see him load up early on his backside. A little weight shift there. So Nick Franklin, if he weighs, 180, 85 pounds, he's using all of it to hit the baseballs. He drives it a couple of times into the seats this afternoon. 2 good-looking swings from him.
This young man has shown some pop. Chris Colabello, 2-run homer. Fly out to the wall. Andy Chavez a fine catch in the 3rd. Base hit to left and a run scored in the 6th. One to count.
You've seen that picture of Nick and the way that he uses his hands. That was the first time I noticed how much he really pushes back to load up on his backside, so that when he's coming forward to hit the baseball, there is something behind it. A couple of good looks at his swing.
On a strike by Farquhar. Media guide, obviously from several months ago. Franklin is listed at $1.80. You hear the max effort from Farquhar delivering that pitch as he strikes out Colabello, his 4th K of the afternoon.
Well, he gets him with a breaking ball, then a cutter, and now here's just a 4-seam fastball. Throws it by him at 95 miles an hour. We talked about Danny. He has a good arm. And after he's able to get ahead in the count, a little defensive swing by Colabello, wasn't able to get to that fastball.
Farquhar stays 5 minutes, struck out 4. Clete Thomas, RBI single to center last time. One to count. 2-1. Two and two, the count to Cleat Thomas. 1 for 3 with an RBI this afternoon. Trevor Plouffe on deck. Farquhar would love to throw a double play ball right now.
He might come back with a good fastball again. He's just stayed with his cutter and his breaking ball in this at bat, similar to the last at bat by Colabello. Changeup. Wow.
Beautiful. 5 strikeouts for Danny Farquhar. This might be his best outing this year.
He's dealing right now.
Faced 6, struck out 5.
Well, he's thrown fastballs by a number of these hitters, and this is just a breaking ball that he throws up there at 78 miles an hour. You can see Cleat Thomas trying to cheat on the fastball, thinking he was going to get it.
Best outing since May 18th in his Mariner debut. He went 2 2/3 at Cleveland, striking out 5. Two outs here in the 8th time called. It gets by Blanco down the second goes Domet.
That should be a wild pitch.
And that is the official call.
Looked like it's cutter again, and Henry was set up inside to Trevor Plouffe, and Danny just pulled that pitch across his body. No chance for Blanco to keep it in front of him. 91-mile-an-hour cutter. We'll take a look at it. You can see him set up in under his hands. It's over in the other batter's box.
The ball and 2 strikes now to Trevor Plouffe. 2 out, runner at second. Mariners by 2, Big Town. Bartender warming up for the 9th. Center field for Ackley, fighting the sun. And he wins the battle. Danny Farquhar, outstanding work in 2 innings, striking out 5. Mariners by 2. Make sure you join us here at Safeco Field on Friday, August 9th for an on-field luncheon honoring the newest member of the Mariners Hall of Fame, Ken Griffey Jr. Be on hand as the big unit. Edgar, Dan, Bone, Alvin, and other special guests recognize the outstanding career of number 24. Space is limited, so get your spot. Reserve it right now at mariners.com/HOF. Been a home run day for the Mariners. Nick Franklin's hit 2. Michael Saunders 1. Saunders led off the 4th from the home run. We're going to see him here in the 8th. And how about Nick Franklin with 2 home runs, tied with Ricky Weeks now for 7th among second basemen. 10 home runs as Caleb Thielbar takes over.
He has pitched well. 23 games that he's pitched in this year. Look at his ERA, 0.73 ERA for him. 24 strikeouts in the 24 2/3 he has pitched this year. He has given up a couple of home runs.
It's going to be fun. The Griffey luncheon that weekend. Junior will be a lot of fun. Seeing all the guys come back to honor him. Banez, Saunders, and Chavez on this Sunday afternoon. Mariners have drawn 35,087 today. All with a first at bat single. That was in the second inning leading off. Since then, it popped to short and ground out to second. Two and 1 to Raul. Twins broke on top. 2-run homer by Colabello in the second. Mariners got a run in the third. Seager sacrifice fly. Then they got 4 runs in the 4th. Solo homer by Saunders and a 3-run homer by Nick Franklin. Minnesota comes back with 2 in the 6th. Thomas an RBI single. Sacrifice fly by Hicks. And then Nick Franklin homers again in the home 7th. Osmo Ramirez in line to get this W today. 2-2. And Raul strikes out. 1 out here in the 8th. Catch new episodes of Mariners All Access every Sunday throughout the season before the Mariners pregame show. Get exclusive player interviews, behind the scenes footage, and Mariners stories you can't find anywhere else. If you missed today's episode, tune in for re-airs throughout the week on Root Sports. Your local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. All one to Michael Saunders, popped to short. Long home run, 428 feet into the restaurant. Middle deck, right field. And a strikeout.
Great job by Danny Farquhar, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Give him a chance to give a couple of guys some rest out in the bullpen. Pitching in a situation when normally you would see Medina.
Yeah, he had a tough go the last couple of days.
And he's had to pitch a lot lately, so give him the day off. And Danny doing an excellent job.
7 men, struck out 5. Danny Farquhar. 2-1 here to Saunders. Saunders able to hold up there. Andy Chavez awaits. Do it again, 3-2. Mariners trying to get win number 50 today. Last year, win 50 came on August 1st at Toronto, a 5-3 win behind Blake Bevan. Record that day was 50-57. If they win today, it'll be 50-55. Popped it up.
Just missed it.
Second baseman Carroll out. Right fielder Doman in. Doman makes the catch. 2 down. MLB.com at bat. Celebrating 5 years as your #1 mobile app for live baseball. It's available for iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry 10. At Bat delivers Mariners baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, highlights, news, and more. So text it back to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. Strike one to Chavez. Then you get an infield hit a second time up, 1 for 3. Great catch to take a home run away from Colabello back in the 3rd. Going back is Florman, and that'll do it. Time for last call. They'll bring on the bartender here for the 9th. Mariners lead it by the count of 6-4. Back here at Safeco Field, a 6-4 Mariner lead in the 9th. Tom Wilhelmsen on. He has saved 23 of 28 opportunities. 10th in the American League with 23 saves. They'll face Aaron Hicks, Pedro Florman, and Jamie Carroll, 8-9-1. Where's Wilhelmsen at this stage right now on the comeback?
Oh, I think he's really close. Again, he hasn't had an outing where he's put all of his pitches together, locating his fastball and being able to throw his curveball for a strike when he wants to, or bouncing it. Wow, what a bunt.
We've seen Hicks in this series. He's one of the faster guys around in the American League, and all of baseball for that matter, base hit.
Kyle looked like he was playing even at the bag, so he was up for the bunt, but it was a perfect bunt laid down by Hicks, and with his speed is able to beat it out. Take a look at Kyle with the barehanded grab as he comes in from third. So he gets rid of it in good shape, makes an accurate throw. Kyle, no problem making that play. It's just too much speed from Hicks.
Another good part of that play, Wilhelmsen got out of the way and let Kyle do his work. Tying run at the plate. Should be double play. There's 1, 2. Beautifully done. How about the up the middle combination of Miller and Franklin, the two Florida boys? It's something special.
They're fun to watch, and this is probably one of the toughest turns that Franklin has had to make because of how far Miller had to go up the middle. By the time he flipped the ball, Nick Franklin has his back completely to the runner. And he still just spins and fires it to first. You can see the runner on top of him, gets a little piece of him, but he's pumped about it. That's a tough play when you get turned around that far back completely to the runner. And that is a lot of arm right there, arm strength for him to be able to throw him out like that. Florimon can get down the line. Great turn.
Quick 2 outs now. Top of the order, veteran Jamie Carroll.
Another look at this turn. Brad going up the middle. That ball is right over the bag, and by the time he gets rid of it, you can see Nick. Quick peek to where the runner is. As he gets rid of it, you'll see the runner get into his legs a little bit, but by then the ball was gone. Good turn.
And how about Tom Wilhelmsen now ahead of Jamie Carroll 0-2.
That was a good curveball by Tom. We talked about him putting both of his pitches together, throwing strikes with his fastball, and then he snaps that breaking ball off on you.
Carroll steps in. Crowd of 35,087 on hand here. Mariners by 2, 6-4. Here's the 0-2 from Wilhelmsen.
Boy.
And that was close, 1-2.
That was a perfect pitch with a fastball at 96 miles an hour, right on the outside corner, knee high.
All 2 strikes. Wilhelmsen from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2. Wilhelmsen trying to lock it down right here. He's got a 2-2 count. 2 outs. Nobody on. Pitch. Fouled off by Carroll. Beautiful day here in Seattle. And the Mariners trying to wrap up this homestand on an upbeat note. 2-2 here to Carroll. Wilhelmsen deals. The pitch. Fouled off again.
Another good fastball from Tom. 97 miles an hour right on the outside corner. Tom right now 9 pitches, 7 strikes for him.
Jamie Carroll, the veteran, has been around a long time, as has Henry Blanco. Wilhelmsen trying to put a final nail in this ball game. Here comes a 2-2 to Jamie Carroll. Pitch. Hit down to first. Morales got it. That's your ball game. Closing time. A lot of heroes today as the Mariners win at 6-4. They get a split in this series, and they go to win number 50 on this season. Nicely done.
Good way to get things turned around. The power showing up again. 3 home runs for the Mariners today, and 2 from Nick Franklin.
Good pitching today by Ramirez, Farquhar, and Wilhelmsen. The Mariners win at 6-4. Back with more right after this.